Millions of people across the world are trying to manifest their desires right now, believing that effort is proof of sincerity, that the harder they try, the more likely the universe will finally listen. But here's the painful paradox nobody talks about. The universe is not responding to effort at all. The field is not measuring how much energy you put into wanting, not counting repetitions, hours, or rituals. The quantum field responds instantly, but not to effort. It responds to state. And if the state is wrong, no amount of effort can ever override it. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, scowling and pleading with the reflection, begging it to smile. You point at it. You demand. You wait. But the reflection doesn't move because you haven't. The only moment it changes is when you smile first. The mirror cannot act independently. It only echoes you. This is exactly how the field operates. Mercilessly honest, incapable of deception. And once you understand this, everything about manifestation changes forever.
Millions of people across the world are trying to manifest their desires right now. They believe that effort is proof of sincerity, that the harder they try, the more likely the universe will finally listen. But here is the painful paradox. The universe is not responding to effort at all. The field is not measuring how much energy you put into wanting. It is not counting repetitions, hours, or rituals. The quantum field responds instantly, but not to effort. It responds to state. And if the state is wrong, no amount of effort can ever override it. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. You scowl and plead with the reflection, begging it to smile. You point at it. You demand. You wait. But the reflection does not move because you have not. The only moment it changes is when you smile first. The mirror cannot act independently. It only echoes you. This is exactly how the field operates. It is mercilessly honest, incapable of deception. If you vibrate frustration, the mirror shows frustration. If you vibrate lack, it shows lack. You may cover it with words, with rituals, with desperate attempts, but the reflection never lies. Manifestation does not fail because the field ignores you. It fails because the field is flawless in reflecting exactly what you are being. This is why so many people end up exhausted. They mistake movement for alignment, action for coherence. They collect technique after technique, hoping that stacking more layers of effort will unlock the secret door. But manifestation is not about stacking. It is about simplifying. The field does not require 20 rituals. It requires one frequency. Without that, everything else becomes noise. This is the illusion of manifestation effort, the belief that you can force reality to change by trying harder, when in truth, reality only changes when you align deeper. And yet, this truth is so rarely taught because it is uncomfortable. Effort feels noble. Desire feels powerful. But alignment feels too quiet, too simple, too effortless for the mind addicted to struggle. The mind wants to believe it must earn results, that more force equals more outcome. But the hidden science says otherwise. The field responds instantly, not to your desperation, but to your coherence. The missing piece has never been more effort. The missing piece has always been state. Here lies the open puzzle. If state is the only language the field responds to, then what is the first shift you must make before anything else? What comes before the affirmations, before the visualization, before the rituals? There is one adjustment, one alignment, that collapses reality instantly. And until you do it first, everything else you try is scattered, static. The answer is not effort. The answer is hidden in the physics of collapse itself. And once you see it, the illusion of effort dissolves forever. In the comments right now, drop one word that captures where you are on this journey. Maybe it's exhausted. Maybe it's curious. Maybe it's ready. Maybe it's something uniquely yours. Let that word be a small but profound declaration. a signal you plant not just in this space, but in the quantum field itself. At the heart of quantum physics lies a discovery so radical that it shattered every classical notion of how reality works. Particles do not exist in a fixed state until they are observed. They remain in a superposition, a cloud of infinite probabilities, until the act of observation collapses the wave into one definite outcome. This is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, and it is not just abstract theory for scientists in white coats. It is the architecture of existence itself, and it applies not only to electrons in a lab, but to the entire unfolding of your life. Think about what this means. Reality is not waiting to slowly rearrange itself over weeks or months. It is always poised, vibrating with infinite potential, ready to collapse instantly the moment the observer provides a coherent state. The field does not move sluggishly. It responds with speed beyond comprehension because collapse is not gradual, it is immediate. The only variable is the signal you bring. If the observer is fractured, the collapse is scattered. If the observer is coherent, the collapse is precise. This is why the field responds instantly when you align, not when you beg. Neville Goddard's teaching that you must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled is nothing less than the human expression of this quantum truth. You are not waiting for your dream to become real in some distant future. You are the observer who collapses it now by embodying the frequency of already being. The delay most people experience is not because the universe is slow, but because they never fully shift their state. They continue to stand in front of the mirror, scowling, asking it to smile first. But the mirror does not create, it reflects. And the moment you smile, it does not hesitate, it does not delay, it responds instantly. Science reveals the same principle in measurable ways. Experiments show that particles separated by vast distances remain entangled, influencing each other faster than light could travel. If particles can respond to each other instantly across galaxies, is it really so difficult to believe that the quantum field responds instantly to you here and now? The barrier has never been time. It has always been alignment. The universe does not trickle answers into your life. It floods them the moment you tune correctly. And yet most people hear this and still wonder, if the response is instant, why does my life still look the same? Why, after years of affirmations and intentions, have I not seen the shift? This is where the paradox tightens. The answer is not that the field ignored you. The answer is that you have not yet become the observer in coherence. You have been broadcasting from desire, from doubt, from waiting, and the field has mirrored that instantly as well. What you call delay is simply instant feedback in the wrong frequency. Here lies the unfinished puzzle. If the field is always instant, and if alignment is the key, then what exactly separates desire from true state? Where makes one signal collapse into chaos and another into clarity? The missing distinction is subtle but profound, and once you see it, you will understand why trying harder never works and why coherence changes everything. Desire is one of the most misunderstood forces in manifestation. People believe that wanting something with intensity should pull it closer, that the sheer weight of longing will tip the scales of the universe in their favor. But in the language of the quantum field, desire is not a magnet. It is often a repellent. Desire declares, I do not yet have. Desire radiates lack, absence, incompletion. And the field, mercilessly precise, reflects exactly that vibration. You end up collapsing realities that confirm your wanting instead of realities that fulfill it. This is the cruel truth hidden beneath the comfort of hope. When you desire, without embodying, you broadcast separation, not union. State, on the other hand, is different. State is identity. State is who you are being in the present moment. You can desire abundance while vibrating scarcity, and the field will mirror scarcity. You can desire love while vibrating unworthiness, and the field will mirror loneliness. But when you embody abundance, even before external proof, the field mirrors abundance. When you embody love, even before anyone enters the room, the field mirrors love. The quantum field does not respond to your longing, it responds to your being. This is why Neville Goddard insisted, you must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. He knew the field collapses reality, not to words, but to states. Science gives us a glimpse of this through coherence studies. When your heart and brain are out of sync, your body broadcasts incoherence. Stress hormones flood your system, your thoughts fragment, your nervous system screams survival. In this state, even if you repeat positive affirmations, the broadcast is static. But when heart and brain enter coherence, the signal becomes smooth, ordered, powerful. Gratitude, compassion, and presence bring your body into harmony, creating a measurable electromagnetic field that is both stronger and more coherent. This is not abstract mysticism. It is quantifiable physics. The body becomes a transmitter of clarity, and the field responds with equal clarity. This distinction explains why so many manifestors fail despite endless effort. They are broadcasting two signals at once: words of abundance, layered over vibrations of fear; rituals of love, layered over vibrations of doubt. The field cannot collapse cleanly when the signal is split. It reflects the stronger, truer state, not the mask. This is why saying I am wealthy with a heart full of anxiety creates more evidence of struggle. The state wins every time. And yet here lies the puzzle unresolved. If desire creates incoherence, how can you transform it into state without lying to yourself? How do you embody abundance when the bank account is empty? Or love when your bed is cold? Or health when your body aches? The answer is not denial. It is alignment. The missing piece is learning how to shift from desire to state deliberately, to train the body to broadcast coherence instead of longing. This is not a matter of willpower, but of practice. And there is one technique that makes the shift accessible to anyone. The question is, how do you generate the state first so that everything else you do flows from coherence? The answer is simple, practical, and powerful. And once you learn to do this first, the field responds instantly. Before we go further, I want to invite you into something real. If you've been feeling like something's clicking here, if a part of you is waking up to your own power, tap like right now if you just had an aha moment, because like attracts like. Hit subscribe and the bell icon next to it so you don't miss what's coming next, and join our manifestation club on gogetter.au. Get inspired by reading real manifestation stories and share your own to inspire others. This isn't just a channel. This is a frequency. If you felt a shift watching this, you're already tuned in. Before any visualization, before any affirmation, before any request to the universe, there is one step that must come first. Skip it, and every other practice becomes scattered noise. Do it, and the field responds instantly, because you are no longer speaking from desire. You are broadcasting coherence. This is the alignment technique, and it is deceptively simple. But simplicity does not mean weakness. It means precision. It means stripping away the noise so that only the true signal remains. Begin by stopping, not rushing, not asking, not preparing the next ritual. Stop. Sit or stand still and allow your awareness to come fully into the present moment. Most people never reach this step because their minds are racing ahead, trying to fix, trying to create, trying to control. But manifestation begins not with more effort, but with silence. In the stillness, bring your attention to your breath. Inhale slowly through the nose, deep into the belly. Hold gently at the top. And as you exhale through the mouth, release the tightness in your chest, your shoulders, your jaw. Each cycle becomes a reset, dissolving survival signals and replacing them with coherence. Now add the key. As you inhale, silently declare within, I align. Feel the breath expanding your chest, your ribs, your belly, as if you are drawing the field into your body. At the pause, let the words sink into your identity, not just as thought, but as being. As you exhale, whisper silently, first, release resistance, release doubt, release the need to force. With each repetition, you are training the nervous system to understand that alignment is not optional, it is the foundation. Inhale, I align. Exhale, first. A rhythm begins, and with it, a frequency emerges that the field cannot resist. The effect is immediate. Within minutes, the body begins to shift. Heart rhythms smooth into coherence. Brain waves stabilize. Stress signals fade. Gratitude and presence rise naturally. You are no longer a fractured signal demanding change. You are a coherent broadcast declaring completion. In this state, visualization is no longer an act of effort. It is an overflow. Affirmations are no longer words. They are echoes of identity. Intention is no longer a request. It is a decree. By aligning first, everything that follows becomes charged with coherence, and the field responds instantly because the mirror is clear. Think of the difference like painting on water versus painting on canvas. When you skip alignment, your intentions scatter on the surface, unable to hold form. When you align first, the canvas becomes steady, ready to capture and reflect every stroke. The alignment technique is the canvas of manifestation. Without it, nothing lasts. With it, everything holds. Now is the moment to anchor this truth beyond the screen, beyond the thought, into your lived experience. Type in the comments, I align first, to anchor your state. Do not let it remain a theory. Declare it, embody it, ripple it into the collective. Every comment becomes a vibration that reinforces coherence, multiplying the signal across everyone who encounters it. Alignment begins individually, but its power amplifies in community. And yet, even with this practice revealed, one question lingers. If the field responds instantly, why do so many still experience delay? Why do they align, breathe, embody, and still feel as though reality takes time to catch up? This is the final trap that keeps people stuck, and to break it, we must expose the hidden pattern of seeking proof outside before embodying inside. That revelation is what comes next. One of the greatest traps in manifestation is the addiction to external proof. You align, you visualize, you breathe, you declare, and then, almost instinctively, you open your eyes. The trap of external proof is subtle, but it is the very reason most people fail, even when they practice alignment. This happens because the mind has been trained to believe in the mirror before believing in the self. You stand before reality as though it is the master, as though it must move first to convince you. But reality is not the cause, it is the reflection. Waiting for the mirror to smile before you smile is the surest way to remain locked in a cycle of delay. The universe does not withhold proof. It mirrors the proof you give it. When you embody coherence, it reflects coherence instantly. When you embody doubt, it reflects delay instantly. Either way, the field responds, but always to you, not for you. Think of a radio. The music is already playing on countless stations, filling the air around you. If you do not hear it, it is not because the music does not exist. It is because you are tuned elsewhere. Checking the air for silence proves nothing. The silence is feedback that you are out of tune. The moment you turn the dial correctly, the music floods in without delay. Manifestation works the same way. The song of abundance, love, health, and purpose is already playing. But when you keep checking the silence for proof, you are confirming only that you have not yet tuned. This is why so many people experience endless cycles of almost. They feel inspired in meditation. They sense the power of alignment. But then they break coherence the moment they look outside for evidence. In doing so, they broadcast the state of waiting, and the field mirrors waiting back. The trap of external proof is not just a bad habit. It is a vibrational feedback loop that locks people into delay indefinitely. And as long as you remain in it, the illusion of time stretches on, convincing you that manifestation is slow, when in truth, it is instant. Science echoes this reality. Neuroscience shows that the brain is a prediction machine, not a passive recorder. What you expect, it constructs. What you anticipate, it projects. If you anticipate delay, the brain literally filters reality to confirm it. If you expect lack, your nervous system sharpens its attention to scarcity. The body and mind reinforce what you already believe, and the field mirrors it back. This is not failure. It is flawless feedback. The universe is not testing you. It is showing you precisely where your alignment still fractures. And here is the puzzle that still lingers. If external proof is the trap, what is the alternative? How do you live in a world where outcomes are reflections without constantly looking to them for reassurance? The answer is both simple and demanding. You must reverse the sequence forever. You must stop letting reality dictate your state, and instead let your state dictate reality. You smile first, you tune first, you align first, and you trust the instant response even before the mirror reflects it. This is the shift that turns manifestation from a struggle into a way of being. Which brings us to the final revelation: living in instant response, not as a momentary ritual, but as a permanent state of identity. The last step is not about practicing alignment occasionally, but about becoming the embodiment of coherence every day. And when you live this way, the field no longer feels like something outside of you. It becomes indistinguishable from you. In the comments, share one thing you're ready to stop waiting for external proof of. Maybe it's abundance, maybe it's love, maybe it's health, maybe it's something uniquely yours. Let this be a small but profound declaration, a signal to the universe you send not just in this space, but in the quantum field. The secret has been in front of you the entire time. The quantum field does not delay. It does not negotiate. It does not play favorites. It responds instantly to the state you bring. The illusion of slowness was never about the field. It was about your alignment. Every moment of waiting, every cycle of frustration, every attempt to force reality was simply evidence of broadcasting from desire instead of state. Once you align first, everything changes. The field does not hesitate. The reflection shifts the moment you do. Living in instant response means you no longer play the old game of waiting for proof before you believe. You no longer treat reality like a stubborn teacher who must convince you. You become the source and the initiator, the observer who knows that the mirror cannot resist. Smile first, and it smiles back. Align first, and reality has no choice but to reorganize. The quantum state is not something you chase for moments of inspiration. It becomes the identity you carry into every breath, every thought. That field radiates clarity into the quantum vacuum, collapsing probabilities into precise outcomes. Mystics describe the same process in spiritual language. Assume the wish fulfilled, and it must be so. The language is different, but the mechanics are the same. Coherence is the bridge between science and spirituality, between potential and form. And when coherence becomes identity, manifestation stops being effort. It becomes natural law. But permanence does not mean perfection. There will still be days when doubt whispers, when circumstances test, when the mirror appears slow to catch up. The difference is that you no longer crumble. You return to alignment. You breathe. You declare coherence first. And you allow the field to reflect without panic. Over time, this rhythm becomes automatic. You stop looking for signs of instant response, because living in coherence is the sign. The instant response becomes a way of life, not an occasional miracle. And this is where the movement begins. Imagine thousands of people anchoring alignment first, refusing the trap of delay, choosing coherence as identity. Every breath, every declaration, every act of alignment becomes a ripple in the collective field. The more individuals embody coherence, the easier it becomes for others to remember. This is not just about you manifesting your desires. It is about a shift in the resonance of the world itself. Living in instant response means becoming part of something larger than yourself, a community of observers who understand their true creative power. Make sure you share this video with your friends and family. You might be a blessing in disguise for them. For you, it may be just sharing, but for someone in need today, it may be the breakthrough that changes everything, and their gratitude will increase the positive energy flowing back to you. To help you anchor this truth into daily practice, I created something for you: the ebook Awaken Your Quantum Power, along with a practical companion guide. Inside, you'll find exercises, techniques, and frameworks to live coherence every day, not as an idea, but as a rhythm you embody. The link is in the pinned comment below. Explore it, breathe with it, live it. Let it guide you from inspiration to transformation. Because in the end, the field has always been waiting, not for your effort, not for your longing, but for your alignment. Align first, and the rest is inevitable. This is the hidden simplicity, the forgotten science, the eternal truth. The quantum field responds instantly. The only question left is, will you?